All right, gents, let's start our configuration on ASA. Let's go to the console. So we all we have already configured the basic configuration. So first thing we need to do is enable the IKE protocol on the outside interface. Let's log into go to the configuration mode. Crypto command is crypto and IKE version 2 enable outside. Okay, so next step is we are going to first decide who's going to talk to what network. Like we need to create the network objects that we're going to use. So we have this internal network which is going to talk to the internal network for SRX. So let's create these objects first. For this we need to use the command which is object group. Object group and group network, bit lagging, and we're gonna name this group 192.168.1.0/24 subnet, and network object is going to be our the subnet 192.168.1.0.255.255. Okay, so this is one of the object is created. Let's create the remote object. We can reuse the same command object group, and we're going to rename it to let's do it remote SRX network, right? And network object is going to be 192.168.100.0 and 255.255. To check what we have configured, show run object group. So this is two objects we created. Now next thing is we need to create the policy. So what policy we are going to use. Now this is going to be the phase one policy. So we're going to decide what encryption and authentication algorithms that we're going to use. So we have already decided that what uh, attributes we're going to use for phase one, and they have to exactly match for this VPN to work. So let's start with crypto command crypto, and we're going to use like version 2 and then policy. We can give the policy, we can give a number, we can start with a number, it could be any number um, for a reference that you can give to this policy. Let's say you can have 1, 10, 20, so anything you can give this any number you can choose to uniquely identify the policy. And you can have multiple policies which can have like multiple different attributes for different VPNs that you want to use. So let's create this policy, and the first thing we can give in this encryption. Let's see what's available, question mark. So these are the options. We have encryption, we have Diffie element group, and then integrity and lifetime. So let's do this first of all, encryption. Encryption we are going to use is AES 256 right here. So let's do question mark. So AES 256 is our encryption. And next thing is integrity, which is going to be our SHA that we have decided. Authentication algorithm is going to be SHA 256. All right, so two things done. Third is for our key exchange, what um, Diffie-Hellman algorithm that we're going to use for this. So we decided we're going to use Diffie-Hellman group 20. So group is going to be group 20. Finally, we need to define lifetime of the tunnel of this VPN. After this time, actually it will just tear down the tunnel and renegotiate the keys just for the security. Okay, so it's going to be 86400, so 24 hours. That's okay. Lifetime, and then seconds, and 86400 is going to be the lifetime. All right, so this is exit show run crypto, then Ike version 2 policy. Thing. Right, so this is, we have created our policy. Then next step is we're going to create the tunnel group, type of the tunnel we are going to create, and what we're going to use pre-shared. So we're going to define the pre-shared key that we're going to use for this VPN. All right, so this is going to be tunnel group, and then we can give the inwards any name of this tunnel group that we're going to use. So for just reference, we can give this exactly the same IP address of the pair that we're going to use. We're going to build the VPN. We can give 972.168.10.10, and the type is going to be IPsec L2L. Then next thing, we're gonna define the tunnel IPsec attributes. Again, tunnel group, and then tunnel group name, then IPsec attributes, enter. So now you can see the prompt is changed to IPsec attributes. So if we do question mark, so these are the groups options available for us. So we're going to use IKE version 2. So we can define IKE version 2. Then we do question mark. Then local authentication. We're going to use, let's do question mark. The options we have is certificate and pre-shared. So at the moment, we're going to use pre-shared key. And then once we build this VPN, then probably I'll make another video for transferring or migrating this VPN from pre-shared to certificate-based authentication. So let's choose this pre-share. Pre-shared key, and then we need to define the key in words. Let's say do Cisco. All right, so it says you must configure equation to remote authentication PKR. So we need to not only specify the local, we need to specify the remote authentication as well. So let's do it. Like version 2, it gives us the warning, just information, not the warning, just information, so that we don't miss this key configuration. Sorry, not local, remote. Remote authentication is going to be pre-shared key, and Cisco is going to be our right. So this is our tunnel group is done. So if we want to look what we have done so far, show run tunnel group, we can give and we can check what we have configured. Okay, so this is our phase 1, and now for phase 2 we're going to create our IPsec proposal, and then finally we're going to create the crypto map for our VPN and then apply that crypto map on the outside interface. All right, so we have configured policy and tunnel group. So more or less this completes our phase 1. Now we're going to configure phase 2, where we're going to define the IPsec proposal and then finally crypto map. So let's define the crypto IPsec proposal. It starts with crypto and then IPsec, like version 2 we're going to use, and then IPsec proposal is the key command, and we can give the name of this proposal SRX, our VPN that we're going to use for SRX VPN, and then proposal. So this proposal can be used for any other VPNs that and also the policy. It it doesn't have to be that it's just specific to this SRX VPN, but you can define multiple IPsec proposals and the IC phase 1 proposed policies. Right, so IPsec proposal SRX VPN proposal is the name. Okay, so we need to define the protocols. Protocol that we're gonna use. Protocol we're going to use is what is available is ESP, and then an encryption we're gonna use in phase 2. You can see here encryption algorithm is going to be AES 256. AES 256. Yeah, AES GCM and MAC 256. That's okay. Protocol is going to be ESP encryption AES. So we have AES, this one. You need to be now you need to make sure that you use the right, the encryption algorithm on the both sides. Right, so this is encryption, and then let's say integrity protocol, ESP, and integrity is going to be SHA-256, SHA-256. Right, so this is our proposal defined. If you want to check show run crypto IPsec, right, so first thing we need to give here is match. All right, we have missed one key thing, which is the access list. So match, here we need to give actually the access list, the address that we're going to match. First, let's create the access list for what we have already created, the object groups. So access is going to be our access list, and give a name, ASA to SRX VPN ACL. Okay, let's give this name, and it's going to be extended, and permit. And permit, we're gonna give the full access of the IP. And the object group, we're gonna use the object group that we have created. Object group. All right, here you can see, I just want to show the difference between SRX and ASA. Over here, I cannot see what object group I have defined already. And whereas if we compare with SRX CLI, if I just do question mark here, and if I have defined already that object group or the object, it will show me all of my user defined objects available there as well. So that's very helpful in SRX, but ASA is lacking from this type of feature. So actually I need to check which object group I have defined, so I can run quick command to see, but let's go up. On the top I should be able to find. Oh, let's have a look what we have defined. Okay, so command we can run is show run object groups. Right, so these are the object groups that we have defined. Now let's do the access list. Access list ASA to SRX VPN ACL extended, then permit IP, let's permit IP, and then object group is going to be, okay, so the traffic is going to be from LAN object to object group which is our remote network. It's right here. Right. Okay, so this is the access list we have defined, and now we create the crypto map. Let's create this crypto map, then VPN, SRX VPN, or let's define just VPN, because on this crypto map we can have multiple VPNs. So if we are just specific to some pair, then it might get confusing. So on this crypto map we can just define a journal name, or let's say this is our VPN, or you can say site to site VPN. site VPN, and 10 we can give the reference for our, it's just a sequence number for our SRX VPN. So similarly we can have let's say 20, which can be to a different gateway or different pair. And similarly, if we have multiple VPNs, we can have, let's say, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, which is referring to different pairs. But these all will be, sequence number will be, or pairs will be associated with the same crypto map. There's only one crypto map that you can apply on the outside interface. So that's we need to understand. Right, so 10 is going to be our, and then we need to use the access list that we have just defined, match, and we can just copy here. Right, if we can just do question mark, you can see it doesn't give us anything. Let's say address and access list. If I try to see the access list name, it says please give the access list name that you have to define some way. But in SRX, it will give you the list of all the access lists that you have defined. So you can just pick and choose. All right, so luckily we have all just now created, and it's right up there because okay, so this is done, and then again we can reuse that command because the sequence number is going to be the same. And next we need to give let's do what's available. We need to define okay, so let's do set, then question mark. Right here we need to define PFS, and PFS we're going to use the Diffie-Hellman group 20, I think group 20, yeah. Then upper again, sequence number is going to be same, and then set, and we need to define the pair. Pair is going to be the IP address of our pair, which is 197.168.10.10, the netted IP of the SRX. Okay, so next we need to define IPsec proposal that we have created. And this is going to be IC version 2 IPsec proposal, and again question mark. We don't see the IPsec proposal we have created. We need to see what is, so this is really bad for Cisco. Okay, so proposal we have created right here before this. This is the proposal. Come on, where we define the name. Okay, so this is our proposal. Crypto IPsec I version 2 IPsec proposal, right? So okay, so this is our proposal is done, and next thing is crypto map. And another thing, a difference, let's say over here, you can see I have defined this crypto map. If it was SRX, and if I press tab here, it will autocomplete. But this ASA cannot. It cannot even see that I have defined this name. Okay, so this 10, and then set security association is going to define. We're going to define the security association line lifetime, and in seconds we're going to do this 3600. Right. So this is defined. Let's check what we have configured. Show run crypto map. Right. Okay. So we have defined the first thing. We need to define the access list. What is going to be the interested traffic, or the you can say the proxy identities. And next, then you need to define for the PFS what def element group we're going to use, then the pair ID, then we're going to give the IP proposal that we have defined, and finally the lifetime. Right, so we have created policy, show crypto IK version 2. This is policy. Then we created crypto, the tunnel group. Then we created the crypto IPsec proposal, and then finally crypto map. Right, and access list. So show run access list. Right, so this is the access list that we have created. Finally, now we need to apply this crypto map on the outside interface. Crypto map, and let's copy here, outside. Interface outside. Sorry, interface outside. Right. Let's save our config. All right, so this is our configuration is complete for tunnel, and let's see that if our tunnel works or any issue comes, then we're gonna do like troubleshooting, and we're gonna do this together.